What's up, YouTube? I just thought I had to make this video. Seen somewhere out in cyberspace, social media, some clown or troll said that Riddick Bowe is on the same level as a Anthony Joshua. A straight slap in the face to Riddick Bowe when this man fought in the 90s, when boxing was more of the best fighting the best. Basically, I mean, how dare you try to compare Riddick Bowe to an Anthony Joshua? You're basically disrespecting the legacy of Riddick Bowe. And I don't really think it's right. I mean, I know that Riddick Bowe supposedly ducked Lennox Lewis. Supposed to have ducked Lennox Lewis. Riddick Bowe basically trashed. He trashed the WC Heavyweight Championship. Threw the belt away. Basically saying this belt don't mean shit to me. Then half of the fans today, they already say that the belts don't mean shit. Basically, the belts don't mean shit today. And I guess the belt didn't really mean shit to motherfucking Riddick Bowe at that time. He said, fuck Lennox Lewis. Didn't want to fight Lennox Lewis. Does that mean that he was afraid of Lennox Lewis? No, I don't think so. Because he had already fought the nigga in the amateurs. And the fight was stopped prematurely. You could clearly see that the ref was on Lennox Lewis' side. Like everything Bowe tried to do, the ref, interfering with the shit. But I watched Riddick Bowe when he was a prospect in the way that he fought his way up. He earned his way up, fought up through the rankings. You probably say, well, he ain't fight nobody. But hey, he was moving up in the rankings. He was getting his KOs. He was getting his knockouts on a consistent level. Getting knockouts. And he worked his way up into Evander Holyfield. He worked his way up to Evander Holyfield. It took on a prime Evander Holyfield. A prime drug enhancer Holyfield, allegedly. Worked his way up to the number one contender, Fort Holyfield. When Holyfield was an experienced fighter, way more experienced than Riddick Bowe. He was the experienced fighter. Basically dominated the cruiserweight. Didn't any cruiserweight beat Evander Holyfield when he was in that division. This is facts. Evander Holyfield moved up at the right time because Tyson slipped. And Evander beat the weakest champion in the heavyweight division. So it was the right time for him. But Evander Holyfield can fight. And Riddick Bowe fought that man. The first fight and dominated. Beat down Holyfield for his strap. There wasn't no controversy. Talking about would it be a draw or not. Riddick Bowe whooped that ass. and had the belt. He wasn't no fucking paper champion. Wasn't no belt given to Riddick Bowe. He earned that by beating the motherfucking champion. And that was Evander Holyfield. They knocked the guy out. They knocked out Mike Tyson. But you want to put Anthony Joshua on this man's level? That's a disrespect. Straight disrespect, man. You can't compare the two. I'm pretty sure Riddick Bowe wanted to fight Lennox Lewis. I'm pretty sure he wanted to fight Lennox Lewis. But his manager said, fuck that shit, man. We ain't fighting this motherfucker. It's probably all to set up anyway. Because where the fuck Lennox Lewis come from? Just out of the blue. Well, since, you know, he beat you in the amateurs, now that you the WBC champion, we're going to line up this fight with you and Lennox Lewis. So I guess both managers said, fuck that shit. That ain't happening. Maybe that's the reason why he didn't want to fight Lennox Lewis. Because they probably would have robbed him in that fight. And the purse won't shit. You know what I'm saying? Riddick Bowe ain't never been knocked out. He been knocked down, but I never seen him knocked out in the fight. Riddick Bowe had a motherfucking chin in his day. Riddick Bowe had a chin. Even the great heavyweight George Foreman, he was watching the Riddick Bowe fight and said publicly that he wouldn't fight Riddick Bowe. Because he knew he couldn't beat no fucking Riddick Bowe, man. Because Riddick Bowe would have outboxed him. He knew that. Because Riddick Bowe was a skilled, big fighter that could box. Didn't really move his head a lot, but he could box. And he had the power to knock you out, especially when he was focused. A focused Riddick Bowe, shit. You can't tell me nothing. Nothing. Riddick Bowe came from the Lions. The last Riddick Bowe is from the era of the dying breed. Bowe was a fighter. Unlike Anthony Joshua, he didn't really earn his shit yet. Didn't really earn your shit yet. Then you ducking Deontay Wilder. And he's the WBC heavyweight champion. But you ducking this man. You ain't trying to fight that man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been given to you easy. You want the easy way out. And you know if you get knocked out by Deontay Wilder, you know your hype is over, basically, because you got beat and KO'd by a guy that ain't really traditional. Deontay Wilder is not really traditional. You know, he's had that power in both hands to knock you out, basically. Basically, that's what it is, you know. But don't get it twisted, man. Y'all stop disrespecting boxing, man, and try to compare Riddick Bowe to a fucking Anthony Joshua. It ain't happening. Bowe was a fucking warrior, man. A warrior. Yeah, well, his only fault was he was a lazy warrior. And he loved to eat more than any motherfucker, man. Man, Riddick Bowe had the skills to be one of the greats, top greats in my eyes anyway. Anthony Joshua, nah, I can't see it. I wouldn't dare compare or try to put Anthony Joshua on the level as Riddick Bowe. Fuck wrong with you? That don't even make sense.